This is a pilot that we're filming for the U-Fishing Mid-Atlantic Fishing Report. We want to put together a bi-weekly fishing report on what's happening in the Mid-Atlantic, basically Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland, the Mid-Atlantic region. We'll talk mostly about saltwater fishing, but every now and again we'll probably talk about freshwater fishing or hunting or just fisheries regulations, whatever's happening with fishing locally in the area. And we want to have a couple of segments in our fishing report. Well, we'd like to talk about some new products. We'd like to talk about what's going on with fishing and give a fishing report. We're going to try and make this every 2 weeks into something that's new and fresh and different, and we're not going to run over with the same thing every week. We want to show you guys the latest in technology. Here this week we have some stuff from Garmin. I'm going to go through some of the features on some of this new stuff that Garmin gave me. There's an opening in the market for online fishing reports. Not many people in today's world get their information through print or listen to the radio, and we don't have any television shows around here now locally that cover fishing on a regular basis. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to grab onto that market. This year for the winter bluefin fishery, we had 80 metric tons, and typically we have 40 metric tons of quota. So this year we were able to catch twice as many bluefin tuna, which meant that we had twice as many fishing days, we had twice as much opportunity. And the season started up early. It started in late January and it ran all the way through almost to the 1st of April. We had a great season. We caught a lot of fish. We caught some really big fish. Every day that we fished, we had bites. I only had 2 days that we fished that we didn't catch a fish, and on those days we still had bites. We just didn't catch the fish that we had bites from. We're trying to grow that fishery down there and make it so that not only more people can take part in the fishery, but we'd also like to see the area around there sees a boom from our commercial fishing. In Wanchese and in Oregon Inlet, there's tourists that come down. The commercial fishermen that are there are spending money at the marinas, the restaurants, they're buying fuel, they're buying tackle. And there's a lot of people who benefit from having more quota down there. So every time that we get more quota, it grows and gives us a bigger winter fishery down there, and it creates a boom for that area, and it's much needed. This current pilot that we filmed is going to be the last couple of days of commercial bluefin fishing season in North Carolina, fishing out of Wanchese and Oregon Inlet. On my 35-foot commercial fishing boat, Toro. That boat was built and designed specifically for commercial bluefin fishing. It has a lot of neat little things that we've done to it. You'll see that on the video when we play the video, but it has a lot of neat little things that we've done to it that are specifically for the giant bluefin. Other than the bluefin tuna fishing, we have several other fisheries that are going on right now. We have in Virginia and Maryland, we have the tautog fishery. It's really about all that's going on in saltwater. You might have some speckled trout, maybe some puppy drum in the rivers and inlets. Any day you should start seeing some bluefish showing up in the inlets. Black sea bass opens up May 15th. Now, they're out of Morehead City. There is wahoos and blackfin tunas on the rocks. Scattered yellowfin tuna, but the dolphin should be showing up anytime there. Out of Hatteras, we have some bottom fishing going on there with triggerfish, some grouper. There's been some king mackerel, maybe a scattered wahoo, scattered mako. Right now is a good time to get all of your tackle together, get your boat together, and get prepared for those first couple fisheries that are going to start up in the next couple weeks. So for today, for one of the products that we're going to review, Garmin sent us this inReach box. This thing just came out about 3 weeks ago. This thing is the deal. This is a satellite communications box. It also serves as a safety device. It has a lot of different features, but the main feature is that you can use this for SOS, and it will function as an EPIRB. And unlike a normal EPIRB, for the safety aspect of this, when you push SOS, you're going to receive a text back from emergency responders who are going to ask what your situation is. They're going to know exactly where you're at, and when you text them back with whatever your emergency is, they're going to tell you how to respond and what to do before they get there. So this is an invaluable piece of safety equipment. I can go into right here, and I can, while I'm offshore, I can send an unlimited amount of text messages each month to my wife while I'm out fishing. And this is satellite technology. It works anywhere. You can make it update every 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The battery life on this thing is several days on one charge. And I can't say enough good things about this. This is super high-tech stuff. It's relatively inexpensive for what you get out of it. And this is a great piece of machinery. The next thing that we're going to talk about with technology today is that we got this from Garmin. This is the Garmin Verb camera. This is with its mounting base on there. This thing has a little base that you stick to something, and it has these charging cords. You can plug this right in so that the battery stays charged all the time, or you can remove it from the charging cord, and it's portable. This thing with a micro SD card can record hours and hours of high definition footage, and this will automatically connect to your Garmin display units. It's controllable through your Garmin display units, meaning I can mount my camera and leave it turned off, and when I want to start recording, I don't have to fidget with the camera. I don't have to push any buttons. You know, if I have this mounted up on my hard top looking down at my cockpit in my boat, all I have to do is push a button on my display and it will wirelessly connect to the camera and tell it to record. I can also watch what the camera is recording on my display wirelessly.